on general stuff like this, I don't want to come out and start being like, oh, I'm looking for the minority group. I might be on that minority group, doesn't mean I'll come and start preaching and saying, okay, yes, if you have a space in the world or whatever, nobody really cares about you guys. That's just the truth.
I agree that there's a possibility, yeah. So, but what would be your advice to somebody that, for something like marriage, that is more or less final? Okay. Right? So what would you tell that person now?
Before you marry somebody,
no.
There's things in place.
I'm saying it's a done deal.
So I'm married, and then what's the problem I'm having with you?
You guys are talking about you're removing the whole courtship space. There's certain red flags that we see and we ignore.
Guys, please.
Because we feel we want to change. Trust me when I tell you this, there's so many things that ladies will be like, when we get there, we are going to change. He's going to change. He's going to change.
Yeah, I think
don't do that.
So, based on the topic, there's something you were saying. I think there's something you were saying about before we went.
Okay, yeah. So I'm just trying to say basically that I would want, like, a man would change when he decides that, okay, I'm sitting down and this is who I am and this is what I'm seeing. I don't like it. When I look in the mirror, I don't like what I see, and I'm trying to change for myself to be a better person, not because my girlfriend is coming to tell me like, oh, don't do this, don't do that. And I just feel like I even feel like it's even easier for women to change than men, because men are very hard in their ways. They are very strong-hearted. Women can even be like, oh, I like this man, let me even try and bend. But for men, they are not like that. They are not built that way. They are set like, this is who you are. You are a man. Do this, and they will not even change. So they only change when they want to change.
Okay, but Ella, I think there are two things, right? First of all, I think people can sit down and have a reflective moment on their lives and say, I want to change, right?
But it's not because I'm dating somebody now.
But then you find that someone can go to church, listen to a sermon, be influenced by that sermon, and say, okay, whatever this person has said during this time of the sermon, from now on, I'm going to stop
whatever I'm doing.
That's still different now, because you're saying you watched something or something changed your life, but that is not relating to your personal relationship. It's not relating to the person you're in love with.
No, so that's why I kept saying that. People, maybe before, my answer really is this. Before you get into a relationship, don't go into the mind with the mind that, oh, I have some veto power to change.
That means the answer is no. A woman cannot change a man.
When you're in the relationship, and maybe, like you were saying at some point about the OCD, maybe all of a sudden you developed OCD, but the guy can't keep up with your OCD. It is okay for you to try to influence him to do better.
No, that's different. Do you know why I say so? Because during the course of a relationship, people change. Married people change. You marry a man, you can become a woman down the line, and that's not your fault. No, it's true, but and that's not your fault, right? You change, and that one, that's now your own. That's not your fault. This is somebody married. But people change now. Or you marry a man, he loses his job and he starts drinking. He doesn't used to drink before. Starts womanizing. People change now. Even you as a woman, you might change too, but that one is different because that is during the course of the relationship. This person picked up this habit or this person changed, and that is not your fault. But what we're saying is, this question is, can a woman change a man? That is before the course of the relationship.
Oh,
like before we get into a relationship.
If it's before, it's not what we're talking about. I think I already said my answer. If it's before,
it's not before.
My answer is
or during the course of the relationship.
Why will you change me? Do I know you?
Okay, during a relationship.
Why will you change me?
Yes. Let me say. What I want to say is this: it is wrong to go into a relationship with a lady, or a lady go into a relationship with a guy
thinking they can
with
change.
the mindset
Yes.
of we'll go there and that will change him.
Why?
But is there a possibility
that
this person can change the person?
Why?
Then my answer would be yes.
I'm coming. The reason is this.
Yeah.
Wait now. The reason is this: you going into a relationship simply because you want to change that person is wrong.
Actually crazy.
You know, the reason is because it is wrong. Okay, now
when you now it's almost not doable.
No, it is possible. See,
this is a probability
the only
thing.
thing that is constant in life is change. That's the only thing that is constant in life. Okay, now when you are now in a relationship with somebody, do you understand? If you want somebody to change, do you understand? For your own selfish, that is being selfish. So that the person will change to benefit you. That is your being selfish.
Right.
But when you want somebody to change, you want the person, because when you love somebody, you want the person to grow,
become a better version of yourself.
For example, you be in a relationship with a lady that does not that is not hygienic.
Yeah, okay.
That doesn't even, she's always dirty, or with a guy that his armpit is always smelling, and he doesn't change his boxers. Okay. You tell me that, and you will just leave it. No, you will talk to him. Yeah. You will let him know that this is not good.
But you know you can tell him, and he will tell you that this is how my mother raised me.
So if this lady changes, does that mean she's changed?
Of course.
That is exactly what my point is.
Calm down, not finished. Just calm down first. What I'm trying to say is that if you see some certain things in the life of your partner, that is why it's a relationship. Relationship is two people coming together and they will grow. They're not perfect.
Right.
It's two imperfect. Even marriage, two imperfect people comes together and they try to.
Okay, but are you trying to say
when you are now going into the relationship,
for instance,
with the mindset that I'm going here,
so I think let me rephrase the statement of the call. Maybe that call I was saying, because if you really got what I was saying, then I think this thing should be.
Now let me come to that call. Let me answer you.
When the man has a life, he's living, right? All these other accessory things you're talking about, habits here and there, dressing habits, cleaning the house or not cleaning, all those things, you understand? Those are just basic things. If a man naturally is loud, naturally he's just a loud person, everywhere he is just loud, it's just this, just that, you know that this is the kind of person this person is.
Okay.
And you go ahead in a relationship with this guy based on, there are other things that he's doing that is okay. Now when I get to date him, I'm going to change that him being loud. You're wasting your time.
Of course.
So that's the nature I was talking about. Now, by using loud is just one example. Every other person have their own whatever that is, just to them, you get me, that you try to change. You cannot change that part. He will change quite okay when he decides to change. Not because the woman is changing.
I believe if you're out there listening to us, I would say something, I would say from my own view. I would say, don't date a woman or don't date a man that does not listen to you. Okay. That does not value your word. Okay. If a man can only listen when he hears something from outside, not from what you are telling him, it means he does not value you. Okay. Somebody that values you should be able to, to value your words. Okay. So when you tell somebody that you don't like a particular thing,
they should be able
to evaluate it and change. Okay. Now you said about something like call. There's nothing like something being called. I'll break it down.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why I mean there's nothing like something like being called is that there's a popular saying that there is no smoke without fire. Okay. Everything has a cause. Okay. And it is those little things. Just like some women will tell you that it is the little things that men ignore. Okay. That actually pisses them off, and some little that men do that
makes them
happy. Yeah. So there are some things. Okay, you see a man. Yes, there are some people that it was as a result of maybe the home they grew up from. Maybe the father used to beat the mom. Then, and I said something here before that there was a lady that told me that she was dating a guy, and all the period she has been dating this guy has not laid hand on it. She was telling me that the guy doesn't love her. I said, what do you mean?
Lay hand on it.
On her.
Okay, on her. No, wait, sorry.
What?
He has not laid hand on.
He has not beaten
her before. And she said the guy does not love her because the guy did not beat her.
Yes, like that.
She should go to school and let them beat her then.
They told me that that in her family, that the father will beat her mom, and the next day the dad will take the mom on shopping and all of that. That she was expecting the guy to
she's used to toxic situations.
Yes. So you see that kind of thing. So I now sat her down. And I started telling her that a man has no right to lay his hand on you, whether you're a husband or whether a boyfriend, whatever you call it. A man has no right to lay his hand on you as a woman. Do you understand? Yeah. So now, for people that do things like that, do you get? Yeah. There are people that do that maybe when the man is drunk. Yeah. Do you understand? When the man get drunk, he will descend on his wife. Yeah. When a man, something happens, he will now do the same. Yeah. If the cause of the man laying his hand on the wife is because he was drunk or used to be drunk, if the woman succeeds in making the man to leave drinking, don't you think that man will change?
Thank God he said succeed because she will not succeed.
No, but it's possible. But why are we ruling out the possibility possibility of it happening.
Sorry.
There is a possibility. We cannot say that.
Sorry.
This
Okay, but the possibility can be 1% in 100 now.
So no, but if we're going to answer the question correctly,
For me,
there is a possibility of it
I don't talk
happening.
about possibilities.
But should you hinge your faith, or like should you hinge whatever you're going into because of that possibility? No. But is there a possibility of you changing this person?
It's possible.
The answer is yes. Right?
But wait, when we have these kind of conversations, right? We're talking about general things and like general population, the opinions of general people, and when like somebody's asking you a question and what should I do? So it's more like that's why you watch this podcast. What should I do? Advice and all that. So if somebody's asking you, do you think a woman can change a man?
I think it's possible.
It's possible. Okay, that's you. Okay.
Look, it's all opinions, right? Everybody can have their opinion and all of that, and that's fine. Do you get me? But different things matter to different people.
Yes,
the nature of a man can only be changed by the man when he wants to, not a woman. Now, if you are telling me maybe there is 1, 2, 3 instances where that can happen, that's fine. But why should I wait? If you write exam and you get 90 over 100, will you go and check the 10 questions you failed?
No, so
and I feel like this is too much.
We can agree to disagree that.
Obviously,
we can agree to disagree that there is definitely a possibility of this person changing, right? So because Timothy was talking about something about being loud, and I remember I was watching a man of God. He was preaching, and he was like, "I'm generally a very loud person. Like I'm always everywhere. But when I married, it was like his wife is like the reserved type. Obviously, she was not a bit, like, she was comfortable with that. She was like, it's okay, I can get married to you. But she's like, just know that I'm not going to change. But when they now got married, I think they've been married for a couple of years now, the guy is now even the quiet person.
Do you know that maybe he just got tired of being very loud?
No, he said
me before.
No, his wife, he was trying to say that his wife influenced him to become a bit more calm, because sometimes she tells like her husband, right, like, babe, I think you were a bit,
But you know that maturity comes with age as well. Like he's getting older,
and he got to a point,
and he's just like,
but for her,
and he's a man of God. He's not a public figure, so you can't be loud and be embarrassing yourself up and down.
He still does it, like, it's still like that, but not her.
Exactly.
And for her, right, for the woman now, she's now even loud because she picked up this trait from her husband.
Or she just changed. She just became loud. She grew older and said, I wanted to be loud.
According to what he said in the video, because this was one of the things he was trying to talk about, right? It was not saying that he just decided that, I just want to stop being loud. No, it was because his wife was kept on.
But you know, sometimes subconsciously, you just stop doing some things. You just feel like, nah, I don't just feel like doing this thing anymore. Do you know?
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you also a question.
Go ahead.
You know, there is this behavior that men unconsciously exhibit.
Okay.
That they said, oh, since he got married, this started happening.
Yeah.
Or this started happening.
Yeah.
Or they said, since he started dating, this happening, this
I
started
go answer
happening.
you.
This started
I go answer you, right.
Now, for me, I believe that if I am dating a lady, there should be some things. Do you understand? If I am dating a lady, I am not perfect. And I don't expect her to be perfect.
Okay.
So if I am dating a lady and there are no character or nothing in me that she, occasionally points out, maybe change this. Not like forcing it on me.
Yeah.
But as a suggestion that can help me. It can even be as a workplace, like where you do things, or it can even be the way you keep time, or the way you wake up, and the way you arrange time, the way you do things. There has to be some level of things that you'll be like, since at least there has to be some significant things that you know that once you are dating this person, that there are some things.
That means you're
you're saying that if you're dating somebody, right, you want her to complain about something about you.
That's not what he's trying to say. I understand what you are trying to say, but that means you didn't hear me.
Okay.
What you are trying to say is, definitely, when you meet somebody, you are dating somebody, you are married or dating, one or two aspects of your life, definitely, like I said, all of those things can be influenced. Maybe here, dressing here, maybe how you do this, but your nature. There are just some certain things that only you can sit and talk
like
about.
Like people that have, let me give you an example. People that have a bad temper.
I give you an example.
Those kind of people that like to fight. They just like to fight. When they enter the street, if you talk to them, they will slap you. Those kind of people.
You think
those are like,
to change that?
They can change, yes. They can change. dated, but they'll change.
I've seen cases where they change.
They will change. Like, is it that you fight till you're 70 years old?
Somebody that, just like you said, you have a bad temper, right? You dated 4 or 5 girls.
Okay.
Do not forget, 4 or 5 girls, because of your bad temper, the relationship didn't work. Now you're with the 6th girl. It's you that will sit down and look at your life. I don't like the fact that I cannot keep a woman because of my temper. Let me change. Not because of that particular lady. It could be any other lady. Do you get my point? There's something about
But it's a lady that changed the person.
He says a lady.
He made a conscious effort to be a better person by himself.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I think. See. I think.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, from the beginning, I said.
You get my point, right?
I got.
You know, from the beginning, there was something I said. I said, you cannot change a man that does not want to be changed. That does not want to change.
Yes, but can that person change?
I said it from the beginning, but I also said, because the reason why this reality show we keep things real here is that you can never know who is watching you,
right?
And you can never know who is in that situation. You cannot rule out the possibility, because what of somebody that is already making effort, trying to do some things, and you come and tell the person that this is not gonna work, this is not possible, there's no possibility or chances of this working. What I want to say, and I want to say it categorically clear, is that there is a possibility of you influencing your man, making him to change.
100%.
Yes, but
so that's what I've been saying since from the beginning.
But also, you going into a relationship with the mindset that you are going to change him or her.
It's crazy.
It is wrong. You may end up being the one that will change.
Yes.
The thing is this. I've seen it.
We're still saying the same thing. We're still saying
the same thing. But you guys were actually saying like, no, like
that's not
tell out no, that's not possible.
You are not listening then.
Well, my own point. What I'm trying to tell you is that every human being has things that matter to them, and everybody has what they can deal with. Like you said, there's 90, there's 10%. There's some things that maybe your boyfriend is very untidy. I don't really care. He can be untidy. That I can deal with that. And some major things that maybe he has a bad temper, hits you, and does something that you cannot deal with, has like a deal breaker to you. Will you now start saying, "Oh, let me stay and be trying to change him"?
No.
But I feel like that's the main topic. Like, you're not going to stay there and be like, okay, let me pray, let me go to the mountain, let me try and change him. It's the day he decides that he would want to change, or he likes partying.
If your life is at risk, for instance, like this, when you say the person has a bad temper, the person...
Okay, no, he likes fighting outside. He doesn't do anything to you. He just likes embarrassing himself outside. But based on his girlfriend, he's embarrassing you as well. He's not doing anything to you. Let's use that bad habit. Yeah, ask.
Okay, if you have a boyfriend, and the boyfriend has a character he exhibits, and you don't like, would you talk to him about it?
Definitely, but it depends.
Why?
No, it depends on the character. Let me tell you, as personally, right? If you have a character I do not like, and it's something that I don't have that energy to even talk to you about, I know that it's something that I possibly cannot change you. I cannot even change you. I'll just walk away. I don't have that energy or that time.
So would you walk away on everything?
Before I start dating you, I'm saying like the traits. Before I start dating you, we were having talking stage now. We're talking, we're hanging out. I'm seeing like those things that major things for me on the list, and you're checking those boxes.
What about when you're now in it? Like before you, like you're in
during the course of the relationship, maybe to me, so many things don't really matter to me actually. Like I don't really like, oh, you have to do this. Don't really matter. But if it's something that's okay, and to him now, maybe that thing I'm complaining about is not a big deal to him. He can easily just change. Maybe I like going on dates. He doesn't know how to go on dates. I'm telling you, babe, I want to take me on dates. Okay, do this. Go and watch this. Go and learn this. And to him, it's not a big deal. It's not to carry out and go and eat. And he's doing it. Well, I'm moving on.
Okay,
do you understand?
Let me ask something. Why, if you want, he doesn't know how to go on a date, he doesn't go on a date, and you want to go on a date, and you want him to go and watch videos or YouTube and all of that, why did you do that?
Why did I do that?
Because you want him to change.
It's not.
Let me explain something. Let me.
Okay, and the event, and the event that he says he can never do it. You know, I don't mind.
If this is not obtainable,
so what
it means if you're in a relationship, you shouldn't discuss anything. Whatever the person exhibits,
look. Like I said, we are moving Like I said, we're moving around the circles. No, we are moving around the circles. When I started, the very first thing I said was that certain things, and that was the first I started with core. I went to nature and all of that because there are certain things that you can change about somebody. I'm not disputing that fact. So if you are dating somebody, obviously there must be some certain things here and there that you will change based on the fact that I'm dating this person.
Maybe
Do you understand? But there's that thing That nature of you that cannot change. Except
me, I don't like to iron my clothes. I don't like to iron. But my boyfriend does not like me wearing rumpled clothes. So I said, okay, let me be.
And then you change.
No. So when you have a girlfriend and you're married, are you trying to say is every single thing she complains about you that you're going to change?
Listen.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Wait.
Yes.
What did you say?
No, wait. Everything that
We've lost another man.
No. Oh God, wait.
One man down.
One man down.
Wait. Allow me to break it down. Don't just say because I say yes. So
it's a yes or no question first.
Wait.
I think
there are
every
some
single
things,
thing
everything
she
that is
says.
within. Wait.
Okay.
I said before that when somebody wants you to change some certain things, so long as it is not out of selfish purpose, that the person is saying it because the thing is going to help you. Do you understand? There's something, the thing is going to help you. Do you understand? So, yes, if it is something that I see that this is wrong, why not? See, everybody, we are all striving to be better. Striving to be better.
If you see
So
that
if
is
you
wrong,
say, no,
so you
I'm
want
coming.
to change,
No, I'm
right? But
coming.
what if you cannot change?
Wait. If I cannot change,
Yeah, what if you are trying but you just cannot?
Wait. You know, there are people. It's just like some people that are addicted. You know, it's just like addiction. Addiction is different from it's just kind of a character, but character the way you're behaving about some certain things and all of that. Yeah, as long as you're not addicted to that particular thing, even if you're addicted to that particular thing, you can still change to some extent. Do you understand? But then character, you were not born to behave like that. Any acquired character can still be, you can live it.
Ladies out there, let me just advise you on one thing. Imagine me coming out to tell you that menstrual flow is not painful. How are you going to feel about that?
Because you're not.
Thank you. Now I'm a man telling you that you cannot change a man. You're arguing with me.
so.
My fellow man, a fellow man is telling you,
you can change a woman.
Why would I want to change her? Or some certain things are not okay. Fine. Let me answer your question.
Because you're saying
Let me answer your question.
cannot change.
Can a man change a woman?
Can you change a woman?
Let me answer your question.
Okay.
First off, do not forget this. Men and women, it's easier for a woman to change for a man than for a man to change for a woman. Do you accept this? Do you accept all this thing?
100%.
A woman can actually bend for a man.
Forget even relationship, even in children, right? Female children are more obedient than male. Men are very stubborn.
Those ones running about up,
What do you think?
Anyways,
Do you
men
guys
are
for the
more
women out there, if
What
you
you
want
guys-
to go into a relationship with any guy, please choose whosoever you align with. There are certain things you cannot change in a man. A man will change.
But we-
A man will change
that's
when
what
he
we
wants.
say.
That's what we say.
That's why I said we'll change when he decides that this particular thing I don't like it, not because of you.
A human being will
Nothing to do
change.
with the woman. There are certain things he can change.
A human being will change when.
Wait, let me ask you. So
decides
you
to.
mean
Yeah.
you mean that a lady
Yeah.
can never
Yeah.
influence a man to change?
There's not.
Let's say dressing is nothing to you. Anyhow you dress, that's how you like to dress, right? So you don't care. So your lady comes in and says, I don't like how you dress. You can easy. You change and you do whatever she wants to do. That's what I said. But now there's that you. You are a loud person, you like to talk. Now your lady is telling you, stop talking. Like you just sit down somewhere. Maybe you want to be like the center of attention.
So
Get
that
to a
there
point
are
when the
people-
man wants to stop that. He will look himself and say, I'm getting old. I don't want to live this life. The man will change for
It's just the
himself
same way how
before the lady
women.
comes.
It's just the same way how
That's
women
what it
say
is.
they're on the streets, right?
Everybody changes eventually for themselves when they think of it as, okay, this is a good thing
Exactly.
for me
It's the same way how women
But-
say they're on the streets.
but-
And you cannot do anything to
but-
change me. I can be dating you. You tell me anything. I still want to go out every Friday. You cannot tell me not to.
But people can be influenced to become that people. I'm trying to say that it's not every time
Okay,
that
I understand
people
what
wake
you-
up in the morning and say that, okay, I'm going
You
to
want
be a
to,
good person
you're sitting on both sides of the fence, right? You want to be here and you want to be here.
No,
That's
I'm
the thing.
saying that we should. I think to just what I'm trying to say is, first of all, is don't get into a relationship because you think you want to change somebody. Is there a possibility of you changing somebody? The answer is yes. But how are you sure that that person is eventually going to change? This year, next year, the upper year.
Exactly. So why stress yourself? So why stress yourself? If it's a probability.
So don't get into a relationship.
You're saying the same thing.
But if you're already in a relationship, my point is this: if you're already in a relationship, maybe most of the things are okay, right? Maybe the person, maybe you notice something. Ask yourself first of all: is this a big deal for me? Is this a make or break situation? Right? Is this going to frustrate my destiny or whatever.
Exactly.
But if you know that, okay, this is not going to frustrate me, okay, I'm cool, like it's fine, we can get on with our lives. But if it's a big deal, boys and girls or girls or women,
change is inevitable. People change from good to bad. People change from bad to good. Going into a relationship with a mindset of changing anybody,
it's a no.
It's one of the worst mistakes you can ever make. And also, somebody that cannot change, you understand, that cannot do some certain things when you guys are in courtship or dating, don't expect that person to do something different when you marry them.
True.
Because it is when you marry them that the real unadulterated that person character
is gonna come out.
But you know, it's even wrong if you're saying that you want to change somebody, because why would you want to be with somebody who is very malleable? Today they are this person, tomorrow they are this person. They're not even like, okay, this is who I am, this is who I'm presenting to people. To me, it's very like shady. Like,
so once you're in a relationship with somebody, sometimes, if not sometimes, there is never. If you're going into a relationship with a guy or a lady, it's impossible, practically impossible to know everything about that person at that time. There are some things you will discover while dating them.
Or you will never discover.
There are some things you will discover when you marry them. Do you understand? And just like what we said in our previous discussion, that ladies, although I already know I'm going to be attacked in this statement.
Ladies, what?
Ladies, they are very, very cryptic when it comes to hiding things.
Hey, here's the son of Adam.
They can hide a lot. Like, they won't hide it. They won't tell you until maybe when they, even after marriage, until maybe. But the thing is this: if you already dating somebody and you now discover some certain things along the line, please don't feel that because it's hard, you cannot change somebody or whatever, you won't tell them. Please don't. Open up to the person. Tell the person. What if the person is exhibiting a character you don't like? Tell the person, this particular one, I don't like it. If this person is not hygienic enough, tell the person, your mouth smells. But the way you say it matters. We're going to discuss this.
So you give
approach matters.
So you give the person an opportunity to try. Right?
You give the person, you tell the person.
Grace period.
If the person does not, the dressing, the person doesn't dress well, you tell the person. If there is something you do this, you tell the person that this particular thing is possible. See, if God can change Paul, I believe that everybody deserves an opportunity.
Oh, very nice.
Going with the purpose of changing the person is wrong. In fact, going with the purpose of trying to even to hold a guy, just to hold it, that you can hold him. If I hold him, you can do everything you want. If he doesn't want to be kept, he will still go. So, in my own opinion, please go with somebody that the energy, you people have the same connection, that you love, somebody that you feel attracted to.
You guys have the same core values.
And also know that nobody is 100% perfect. Even you out there, you are not perfect. So why would you expect perfection from someone? So just know, for the fact that you're not perfect, there are lapses in you in some certain things. So expect that there are some things that are imperfection
that people will always bring up and say, oh, you're doing this wrong. I think maybe you can do better in this aspect.
So tell him that this thing. But then another thing you should not forget: if you talk to a man and he did not listen to you, and then when somebody outside talk to him, that's when he listened. Something is wrong with that relationship. Please let's hear what Ella have to say. Please, what's your
in conclusion? There's some major things that you should just not stress yourself into changing people. Like maybe things like somebody who drinks, does drugs, has a bad temper, fights, whatever. Those things, don't bother yourself. Just find somebody else, or just like exclude yourself from the situation, because this life you're not going to come and suffer. But anyways, me personally, I just feel like you cannot change somebody. Actually, you cannot. Male or female, you can't change anybody.
Alright guys, so I think my final advice to everybody out there would be, don't go into a relationship because you want to change that person. And everybody as well, be open-minded, because you're going to be in a relationship with somebody. Be open-minded that change can occur. You are not perfect. You're not an island. This person, if your partner suggests to you that, oh, there is this particular trait you're exhibiting and I think it's not good, be be prompt to actually check yourself and say, oh, am I really doing this thing? And in fact, make up your mind that you want to change. Don't stick to, oh no, this is my person. Me, I'm a very loud person. Or me, no. But if you can do better, my advice would be do better. All right.
Okay, Tim, what?
I don't know why that me be like that. I'm a villain, but look, ladies, everybody has a deal breaker. Everybody has those certain red flags that they look out for. Okay, so there's some certain things that somebody can change. That's fine. Certain things. Now it depends. If that doesn't make sense for you, that's cool. But for me, I'm very big on somebody being kind. You get me? So if let's say I go out on a date with somebody. Now let me even switch it back now from a guy's perspective. I go out with a girl and probably let's say the waiter mistakenly spills drink on the girl and the girl acts in a very nasty way to that. When she's not a kind person, that's a red flag right there. Do you understand? So she can change other things like okay, she doesn't know how to cook, she doesn't know how to clean, she can change those things, but she's not a kind person. That you don't want to go into that. Stop this. You've seen it's different now. If you do not see those flags, you go into the relationship, leads to marriage, those things start coming up. Now you're already in it. But if you pick those things from the jump, please, you're not going to change that person. Go away. Find someone else. Don't worry yourself. Find someone else. A man will only change when he wants to change. That's what I'm saying. The nature of a man will only change when he wants to change. All these other, how to dress, how to clear, those are minor things now. That's nothing. So please. Do right.
All right.
There's so many good men out there. So you don't have to be with somebody that is giving you headache all the time. There's so many good guys.
Make sure you count the cost.
And I feel like that's what
says, who wants to build a house without first of all counting the cost? What would it cost?
I think that's the major problem we're having these days because women always feel like there are no more. Men are plenty. Men cannot finish. That's just the matter. You have to just go to places and find them and pick them. So
I am not in support of this what you're saying now.
Why?
But let's not go into that.
Anyways,
so what I want to say
so many fishes in the ocean.
Yes, I think we've heard it all. Please, if you're in a relationship, pray for your man, pray for your woman,
okay.
and also do your best. Just know that we don't have the power to change anyone, but we have the power to influence people into changing, to be better version of themselves. Don't change a man. Don't try to change a man on your own, or just try to change somebody because of your selfish reason.
You can only try.
For your selfish reason.
Yes, some people can want to change you so that you become the version of what they want. That's exactly selfish. So just if you're going to advise somebody, let it be on their own, like something that will make them grow, make them become better people. So once again, this is RealityGist channel. We keep it real. Please, if you've not watched our previous videos, please, the link is down below. Please check it out. Follow us on our Facebook page. Follow us on our Instagram. RealityGist. RealityGist is the end is Z. The link is on our bio below, and also it's also showing on the screen. Please follow us on our Instagram, and if you have not followed us, subscribe to our channel, please do so.
Subscribe
to our channel, please.